Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hydro Only Challenge! Continuing on from the last episode, where we finally go to Inazuma for the first time, today it's time to do the story quests. So for those of you who might not know, Inazuma's Archon Quest Act 2 requires us to do Ayaka's and Yoimiya's story quests first. And to be honest, this might be a little blasphemous to you lore keepers out there, but I do really like playing story quests. Some just feel too boring or too fetch questy, but I guess in this case, it's not too bad. We quickly finish Ayaka's story quest. The infamous socks in water scene. And Yoimiya's story quest. Starting Act 2, we found out that Toma has been arrested by the Tenryou Commission. We fight the Raiden Shogun and run off to Komore Tea House with Toma. Toma advised us to meet with the resistance at Tatarosuna Island, but before we continue the quest, I need to test something out. You see, somewhere in this quest, I remember that we'll have to demonstrate our archery skills to a resistance soldier by shooting down some trainee dummies. But the thing is, if you see our roster here, we don't have a Hydro Bow user yet. And do you know how sometimes they lock off the co-op mode in some parts of an Archon quest? I don't know if they're gonna lock it there, but I don't want to take any risk if I get stuck on that part of the quest. So yeah, I'm going to test that first. The closest character we have to a Hydro Bow user is actually the Hydro MC, whose range is unfortunately far shorter than a bow user. So we're going to the camp. And after going there, I find out that thankfully it is in Hydro MC's range. But we can do it actually. I have to admit, I spent quite a long time getting lost and ended up going to the Kujo camp first. Wait, is this not their camp? Before shamefully checking the wiki to see where the resistant camp is. Anyway, we continue the quest. We rescue Teppei, and he brings us to meet Goro, who welcomes us to join the resistance. Oh no, I got blown off! And here, we now have the real deal. While we concluded that our range is not an issue, there is one problem that I didn't predict. In target wave 5, there's this red target in the middle one that is placed right behind the blue target. And I keep accidentally hitting it when I'm shooting for the blue one. After multiple tries, I somehow managed to not hit it and complete the challenge. Oh! Okay. We actually did that one, okay. I'm so happy. We joined Goro on the front lines. We meet Sangonomiya Kokomi, as well as Kazuha and Beidou, who helps with the ambush. We got promoted and become the captain of Swordfish 2. There is a point in this quest that needs us to use Electro to activate these monuments. I looked it up, and apparently we need to activate it for a lava troll to appear, and I don't think there's a workaround for this. I tried to get hit by lightning and, you know, somehow transmit that lightning to the monument by hitting it. It didn't work. I tried to lure the lightning to hit the monument, and that also didn't work. So I fortunately had to use Fischl just to light up the monuments, and when the lava troll appears, I fought it with only my Hydro character. Going back to the camp, we found out that the Fatui had been supplying the resistance soldier with delusions, and that includes Tepe. After talking briefly with Kokomi and Goro, we storm the delusion factory, where we confront Scaramouche.
伞兵，很高兴见到你，大名鼎鼎的旅行者。
可恶！
没错，就是这样。愤怒吧，愤怒吧！愤怒对这座工厂里的魔神月娘来说，可是最好的失恋。
你怎么了？快起来啊！
Yaemiko ends up rescuing us from Scaramouche and brings us to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
跟着我说，3、2、1，1、2、3，啊啊！
She tells us about A and the plane of Euthymia,
其名为影。
and also takes us somewhere for the anti-Raiden Shogun training. I truthfully forgot that we even have to do this, but we go through it nonetheless, after multiple attempts. We did it!
好了，聊天到此为止，是时候进行范雷电将军训练第2期了。
There's a phase 2? Then we ask Sayu for help to get evidence of the Tenryou Commission betraying the Raiden Shogun.
还有，如果我被抓了的话，请来救我。
Of course.
没问题吗？
There's no way we'll leave you. After showing the evidence to Kujo Sara, she confronts the head of the Tenryou Commission, Kujo clan head, Kujo Takayuki. Takayuki didn't budge, believing that he's using the Fatsui for Inazuma's gain, so Sara leaves to Tenshukaku to inform the Raiden Shogun. We catch up to her, only to see that she's been defeated by Signora. We challenge her to a duel before the throne,
向你发起御前决斗。嘿，再断也不会停的。知识成景，闪耀时刻，衔击。羽线难画，该行动。叫我魔女。
Nice. After defeating her, it's time for us to fight A.
愿望的膨胀必将带来毁灭。彩羽流红堂。
In the middle of the fight, Yaemiko appears and helps us.
哎呀，现在才想起来吗？神子，这就是你的盘算吗？
Yaemiko, you're here.
可别忘了，把意识寄宿于物件，是谁教会你的？
We continue to fight A.
四海归寂。
After we defeat her, Miko and A talk.
你败了，影。是啊，我败了。
A agrees to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree, but says that she needs to deliberate more on eternity for Inazuma. We talk with Yaemiko again at the Grand Narukami Shrine to get more information, and with that, Inazuma's Archon Quest is done. As far as Archon Quest go, I think this is our stop for now. Oh, and also, I haven't said this yet, I think, but 4.5 is here now. And we have a new banner, which is Chronicled Wish, where we can have the chance of pulling Mona. However, I don't think I will be pulling for her now. Now, as to why, it's because Neuvillette is having a rerun in the second phase. And I think it would be better for me to have Neuvillette right now instead of Mona. So yeah, that's the reason I won't be pulling for this banner right now. Now that that's done, next are events. Alchemical Ascension. The potion event is pretty interesting, though it can be a little repetitive, I won't lie. Mostly I'm just scratching my head, figuring out what potion I need to make, what I have made, and how much of the ingredients that I have to cultivate. All in all, it's pretty fun arranging all the tiles and making various potions. Let's try to do this one. Let's put it in the chunky one. So I've done the event for some time. As you see here, I've gotten to cycle 17. I think it's good that we stop here for today. It's actually been quite a productive episode. We actually finished the Inazuma Archon Quest, and we also did this event. In the next episode, I think I will continue to grind to get enough primogems for Neuvillette, and maybe do some world quests. I've been eyeing the chasm one because if you see here, Requiem of the Echoing Depths, this is a day sleeve quest that we'll have in the chasm, and we also have Perilous Trail that is also a chasm quest. So yeah, I think it would be better if we actually do the chasm world quest before doing the Archon Quest later. Let me grab the rewards. And we got a new weapon, Dialogues of the Desert Sages. I will be doing this event in my own time, so don't worry. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!